like a multi-million dollar sailboat without a rudder. You're out there wherever the wind's going to carry you. And it's hard to understand if you've not obtained profitability yet, but it's a problem being profitable. It sounds like an oxymoron. It sounds like this can't be true. How can you have a problem being profitable, but yet you do once you get there? Because you start wondering, okay, well, I've been making this much, this consistently. I do have losing trades, but I come out on top over the course of the week or the month. But where do I go next? What do I do with it? The exercise of just doing it alone is honing your experience and your edge. That goes without saying. But where do you go? What do you aim for? What are you trying to do? What structure should you start applying to your business of trading? See, it's not enough to say, well, I want to make $1 million, because $1 million is not a lot of money. I've already spent $1 million this year and I don't have much to show for it. But you have to have a goal. You have to have something to aim for. And there has to be a structure behind that. So one of the series I had intended to do once I completed the private mentorship stuff, and we're done now, that I would sit down and kind of give a public blueprint of what I wish I would have been given as a 20-year-old. Just discovering profitability, figuring out that, yes, I could be consistent with bonds. Yes, I could be consistent with the S&P. And I put away all the mega trade. I have to do only those types of setups, where the big run-ups in the marketplace. I was only focusing on that because Larry Williams said, that's where I should be focusing. And because I was looking for that all the time, there was all these trades that were occurring daily, weekly, monthly, that I was really not paying attention to or even aware of because I didn't have the skill set at the time. I was profitable, but I was looking for big trades most of the time. So I would do a bond trade or an S&P trade and one contract, and then realize that I'm consistent with one contract. And you've recently saw me this year just to do one contract over the S&P and NASDAQ and double the account. That was a real account. And I showed losing positions. I did all kinds of things to handicap myself and still double the account. So for some of you, 100% return sounds too lofty, but I can tell you what you've already been given is easy to obtain that. But you have to have the skill set and discipline to adhere to picking your right setups and trying not to trade every single day. I want to have a setup that gives me a consistent framework that goes into the marketplace that even a neophyte that doesn't have a long time behind them of profitability, but just recently found consistency with this model on YouTube, that they can go in and feel comfortable. This is the setup I'm looking for. It makes sense. It's there. I can engage it. And then once it gets to a profit objective, stop, turn the computer off, and go do something else. That's what I have in mind for the new developing, recently profitable student with this mentorship. But you now have a problem, don't you? You want to do more. You want to do more. You want to trade more, just like I started thinking, well, I'm doing one contract. And I was trying to make $1,000 a month to save so I could retire at 40. I was willing to put those 20 years in. But then I realized that, wow, I could do $1,000 a week with no real effort. This is a lot easier than I thought it was. Now, don't let me mislead you, folks. This is the 20-year-old that was getting lucky. I started thinking to myself, wow, I could do this every week. And then it became, well, I could day trade the bonds. I'll look at the divergence between the 5, 10, and 30 year. And when they're diverging and I have a bias that's bullish, I know I can go in and buy it. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Then I started making $1,000 a day. So I'm 20 years old and I'm looking around at my friends and they're working, like one guy's working at a gas station, another guy, he's working at a meat market where he's cutting up meats and such. And they're doing okay, I guess, for our age bracket. And I'm doing $1,000 a day in less than 45 minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I can do a lot more if I started trading more contracts. Because making $1,000 a month, that really just didn't do it for me. Once I started doing it consistently, I was like, this is it's too easy. I need more, like anybody else. So I went in and started trading more contracts and realized $17,000 a week that jobs are now obsolete and stupid to me. I mean, why would I want to work when I can do this? So I started trading even more. I didn't have a direction as to where I wanted to go. Now let's contrast that with how I started November 5th, 1992. Thursday evening at 9 o'clock in my aunt's family room. I cracked open that lame book like Ken Roberts, and that's not to be disrespectful, but I thought that I had figured it all out. That simple little book was going to do it for me. All it did was give me the fire to start doing it. But I had a direction. I had a goal. What was the goal? If I could make $1,000 a month and save that, by the time I'm 40, I'll have $1 million. And honestly, I didn't understand the effects of inflation. I didn't think about all those things. I just wanted to have $1 million because back then, $1 million, that was really something.
Yo, 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 what's good? I know that video was probably getting really good for some of y'all. But I want to just go ahead and jump straight to it. It's about to be 9:10. Usually these Outlook calls are about roughly 15 to 20 minutes. And if we have questions, cool, let's run it. But you already know, man, it's your boy Suave Flex with the Splash Brothers here. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining tonight's call because y'all literally could be doing anything right now. Okay. I want to thank you for just giving us the opportunity, me, Joe, and Bodie, to have you guys here tonight to understand what we're looking to do and how we look to take you to that next level and understanding how to trade gold. Okay. So, like I said, man, we're here for a Sunday Outlook call. Okay, y'all. Sunday Outlook call. No trades are being taken right now. I want y'all to understand that. Now, it's amazing to see exactly where we're at with gold. It's amazing. It's just a beautiful structure that it's playing out. We know that it's been in an uptrend. We've been calling it in the chat with 400, almost 500 plus pips in the chat for the last week. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Bodie. Shout out to obviously me. You know, again, we're here to help y'all understand, how this key level works, how these structures work, how we're seeing these patterns and we're catching these pips, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. We're catching at least 100 pips, 50 to 100 pips. That, like, soon enough, that's going to change. Once your lot sizes change, everything else will change. Promise you. But it takes time for this. And, someone who's been in the game for so long, it's easy for me to understand that now. Okay? Very easy. It's a long-term game, guys. We're not here to get rich quick. We can't. I mean, you heard it from ICT. Yes, it's possible. You got to have leverage for that. He had to build the leverage. All right. So what we're getting into today, all right, we're just gonna mark it up. I'm gonna show y'all where, what I see, how we can potentially see this market move, and obviously we already know it's in an uptrend. Okay. So let's start off with the 4 hour chart, just going in crazy. All right. We see that the key levels that we have here. Let me put this phone down. All right, so we know that we have these key levels here marked up. If you don't have these orange lines or don't understand what's going on here with these orange lines, these are going to be our um, quarter levels, okay? Quarter levels. All right, we have these marked up because this is where gold tends to respect, and we can see breaking closes over here. Once we see something like this candle right here, stayed above this quarter level and continued up and hit our next quarter level. Total of 250 pips. Okay. So it's things like that that we see and we catch. Okay. So again, if you don't know what the orange lines are, those are going to be our quarter levels. Okay. This trade that we have here marked up, called it out last week. We obviously seen that if it broke over this structure right here, this is the last time it played a good resistance. We broke it, boom. I wanted to see if it broke under here, we were going to see hard sells or maybe just a retest and continuation back up. Okay. Again, it all matters if it breaks under these quarter levels. Excuse me. It all matters if it breaks under these quarter levels. We see it break and close under, boom, retest, and then continuation down. That's what could have happened. Okay, but obviously we see that it went to the upside again. This is why it's called market ideas when I send them out. When I send these trades out, they're market ideas. But potentially when you see these break and close over this, like, this hard resistance right here, that was a hard break and close. Even if you caught it up here, risking the right lot size, maybe the lot size that we do, zero point zero 0.02, zero point zero 0.03, 100 pip. I mean, look, even from right here, 73, if you caught it, didn't even go. You would have been good. 100 pips stop loss, 50 pips take profit. Easy. That play would have worked out perfectly for you. Okay. Again, it's all about risking the right lot size. Even then, if you wanted to take it because we already knew it was going to go up, we already knew the trend was up. We could have took it all the way up. Okay. My entry that I had, I closed out, I believe, Thursday morning. I was at what 20 30 17. So I knew it was going to go up, but luckily I have my boys, my brothers, my business partners, not to be greedy, we just took that trade out. I wasn't going to be able to watch it. I was at work. All right. And I work in an environment where I just cannot have my phone out, and I don't, and which is good for me because it's disciplining me. Obviously everybody wants to be on the charts. We want to look at our trade. We're like, I want to make this money. And trust me, that's why we trust our trades. That's what we're here to do. We're here to trust these trades because we know exactly, how what yeah, I guess we know exactly what we're talking about. Okay. We don't know exactly how the market's gonna move. Okay. We don't know, we can't say, oh yes, it's gonna go up, like, or it's gonna go that way. Because we can only just again give market ideas. We give an outlook. Okay. So I want y'all to understand the way I'm looking at this market. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this up now. Okay, I'm gonna delete all this stuff right here. It was good to see that, that it played out the way we essentially wanted it to. Obviously, we knew that, like, I just market prediction wise, like, I already just like the only way is up for this thing. Gold is gold is gonna only go up. I'm even looking to buy some silver, man. Like, buy some silver too, like physical silver. Don't just buy it. I don't even think you can. Yeah, I tried to trade it on Trade Locker. You can't even do it yet. So. I wonder why. They know that people would be having fire entries right now. I'll be holding a point zero 0.01 the whole way. The whole way. You already know this is gonna go up. All right, so getting into it, man. Look, we know that the 4 hour chart, we see that it's about to break and close. It broke 3,100. So we're at a new all-time high, 3109. Okay. So 3,109. All right, dollars per ounce. Okay. We broke and close over our quarter level. All right, I'm gonna bring up this markup real quick. I'm gonna mark some key levels. I want to see some good support, some good support right here. But essentially, we're watching this now. Okay, this is what we're watching. We want to see a break and close above this, even if it just 10 minutes left, because I've seen this happen. 10 minutes left, this thing could just drain down, and now it's still below our 31 quarter level. That's why we don't trade on Sundays. Anything can happen right now. Monday too. It's still the beginning of the week. We want to see the momentum Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, we're up and we see these big moves happen. Okay. I think Bodie actually called that buy at like what? I think it was Tuesday night. He called it and I held it the whole day, all day till Thursday morning. And it was cool. Ended up going heavy on that. Let me see. You can trade silver on Trade Locker. You could trade silver. Are you sure? Prove me wrong, please. XAEG, okay, okay. I might have been tripping because it was not letting me at all. Like, trust me, I tried that too. So I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back because if that's the case, then I'm throwing a point zero 0.01 like today. like today, just from the stuff that I read off of silver. I actually love silver. Yeah, if you look at, yep, I tried that. That's what I tried too. So, all right, cool. All right, good to know. Hell yeah, that's see, hey, that's why we have the community. I was trying so hard on Friday. I think it was Thursday or Friday. I was trying so hard. I'm like, yo, I need to buy that. Like, I need to find it. All right, I'm gonna actually look that up right now. It works. It works, but be careful because they're, yeah, I know. I've seen that too. $36 is a high. If I see that break and close above that, dude, I was watching silver like last month. It was at 33 or $32 or the beginning of this month. And I told my wife, I was like, yo, like we need to buy silver. Now it's like $500, $540 per pound right now. So I want to buy a pound of silver. That's what I want to do. And I already know exactly where I'm about to go. So let's see. I'm finding. Sorry, I'm trying to really find this. I do apologize. I know I could do it on my own time, but I ain't gonna do it right now. Y'all had me hyped. CG. Boom. What the hell? No favorites. Boom, boom. Does it let you trade it? Because it's not pro. Oh, it does. Ah, all right, bet. Cool. Easy. We're in there. Easy money. I'm gonna start watching silver then too, y'all. I'm gonna play with it a little bit because I like it. I like the way it tends to move the way gold does, but we're only talking about gold here, guys. So boom, easy money. We're looking at this quarter level. Obviously, you could see it's easy to see this. Okay. This is where your eyes start to get trained and you're just like, yo, like, okay, cool. I see this like last little support. It broke this. It broke this little area. So we already knew, okay, that's where it kind of just like touched, retested our quarter level, this little 75 area. And Joe brought this up earlier to me because of how it opened up on Friday morning. That was at 10 a.m. And I kind of showed that while that video was playing, I was just kind of hovering over this candle. Um, but you see that it had to come and just kind of liquidate and then just shoot up. Because again, we know that the market is going up, guys. We know that it's going up. We know. Okay, we know that eventually it's just going to keep going up. We can't predict the market again. I don't want to say yes, we know. I gotta change my verbiage. All right, y'all. The way I speak. So let me go ahead and just mark this up. This is a little market idea, market outlook. We could see a retest come back down here. Shoot, again, we could even see it, like I said, just 40 minutes, 10 minutes left, and it just tanks and it stays below. We could see consolidation happen right here. Again, that's why we wait for the Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gonna just mark it up like that again because we can see this happen. Anything can happen in life. But that's why we're giving you guys ideas, market outlooks, trades 4 or 5 a.m. I think I'll be up at 4. But other than that, probably won't be taking a trade. I know me and Joe were talking about like 5, 6 a.m., like actually entering a trade potential. Or if we send one early, you just you got to be up early. This is where the market moves. We only trade one way, and that's early morning. We're up early. Early bird catches a worm. In and out. The most momentum. It's New York. It's the American dollar moving. New York session. Everything's moving in the morning. Okay, because everybody's up. It's already East Coast time. All right. So I see consolidation in this area as well. You could see it just bounce around in these little boxes here. Because we just gotta wait. We gotta wait. Again, this is market idea right here. This is market outlook. This is a Sunday call. If anybody has questions, ask them. If we don't know it, let's figure it out together. Shoot, like you guys just taught me that I could trade silver right now. I didn't know. I was trying to find it on, I don't know. It was weird. It wasn't letting me. But we figured it out. I appreciate that on my end. For real, for real. Yeah. You're not wrong. It's going up, but when? Yeah, I know. My fault. I'm looking at the chat too. But does anybody have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Anybody? Yes, sir. All right, cool. That's good. No, that's cool. And if you do, don't hesitate to ask because your question might be somebody's question too. All right, and we can figure out an answer together. All right. If you need more like mindset, or if you need more like tools, resources, like, yo, hey, I didn't understand what you said, or these core level areas, this is what we're here for, all right, y'all, to help you understand. It's not going to be easy, obviously, but hey, this is what we're here for. All right. So be prepared for tomorrow. Be prepared for every day. I hope everybody has a great Sunday. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all for hopping on this Sunday Outlook call with the Splash Brothers. All right. It's your boy Suave Flex. You already know. I'm going to go ahead and play this video for y'all. And again, if you have any questions, just reach out. All right.
$1 million is nothing now. Homes cost that now, and they're not even really worth it. Period. Okay. A lot of people out there on social media saying, I got $1 million house. No, you have a house that's overpriced. Okay. And the home that I purchased that I'm speaking to you in right now, I paid $638,000 for. Is it worth it? No. They're saying I could get $750 for it now. Is it worth it? No. So $1 million is not a lot of money. But in the beginning, when I sat down that Thursday evening at 9 o'clock, at the completion of reading that book, because I read it from cover to cover, I couldn't put it down. Before I went to bed, I had pen and paper out, and I'm calculator crazy, clicking the buttons. Okay, if I do this, if I do that, you know what I'm talking about. You've done it too. You're sitting in your job, you're sitting there bored. Over the weekend, you can't wait to start trading. Okay, if I go in and I get 10 pips this day, I get 10 more pips over here. And you know, you know, you're nodding your head, you're smiling, you're laughing, you know exactly what it is. You're calculator crazy. Okay. But that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But as soon as you start saying, I want to make millions and millions of dollars in your first year, that's stupid. But what I was doing was I was coming out with a way where if I just did the lowest objective and say with losing trades, and I eke out a net gain of $250 a week, that's $1,000 a month. That's obviously taking an effect for taxation